Hey, it's Pierce.
And I'm Mike. Welcome to the PM Late Night Vlog. For this week, we have the one and only Doctor of Love,
Tara Polo.
Tara Polo.
Ah, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Feel good?
I feel awesome.
How does it feel to be our second host? I mean, our
second guest star.
I feel pretty awesome. I feel really
You feel
awesome.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Now, how do you guys know each other? Like, you guys are cousins, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We didn't know we were really we were in cousins. We didn't know we were cousins until about, what, January?
January?
Since January. And since then, burgers and fries.
Burgers and fries.
Burgers and fries.
Oh my gosh, the Happy Meal, you mean?
Yeah.
I told you about that. I told you about that. Yeah.
Happy Meal.
Oh, God.
Well, we have a pretty packed show today.
Yeah, and today's topic is relationships with Dr. Love.
Relationships and love. Because love is in the air in November.
In November.
In November. This really would be appropriate in February, but
it would be.
November.
We'll bring her back for
People
February.
need love every month.
Oh yeah, we could definitely do this every month, you know. But okay. So we've gotten a lot of responses from our viewers, and
Awesome.
I have a list of them right here. I got like a bunch of questions, and well, we're gonna ask you them first, and then we'll fill in after.
And then we'll talk about it. Yeah.
So these are gonna be more personal towards you, so the viewers could get to know you as the Doctor of Love.
Okay.
A dynamic character.
Exactly. Okay, so what's the longest relationship you've been in?
3 months.
Okay.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Fair.
It's pretty good. Mike, what about you?
I can't remember. Maybe like 5 months? Yeah, 5.
I beat you both 2 years.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. No, you're not. Shut up.
Okay. Following that, well, what's your shortest?
A week.
A week?
A week.
An hour.
What?
An hour? It was that bad?
St. Andrews, 8th grade year.
Well, that's not like a relationship. Let's talk about high school.
Well, that was like considered. Well, you could consider that because it's like, oh well, we were together. The person and I were together.
1 hour.
1 hour, because we were like, oh, it's not gonna work out. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna work out. When Bill said, we're better friends. It could happen like that.
That's so awkward. I can't imagine doing that.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It happens. Shit happens, you know?
It's like now. Like now we're older.
Okay. Do you fall for people fast?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I do.
Like how so? Like how would you say what would make you fall so fast?
Their
Like,
personality.
You can say, is it love at first sight? Because that can be like.
I think so. Like when I see a person and then like we start flirting and talking, I'm like, yeah, it's love at first sight.
And you can like feel it.
Yeah, I feel it.
You though, like it has to be love at first sight. Like you don't even like talk to him at all. You just look at him and be like, all right. That's
Sometimes I do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had that. I think I had it once, and yeah, it's turned out pretty good.
I've had it once or twice, but I don't remember.
Well, yeah, because you're a gigolo. That's why. All right, what's the next question?
Are you all about that bass? No treble?
Is that really the question?
It's the question. Yeah.
Because you know I'm all about that bass. It's like that gas pedal song.
Gas pedal.
That's pretty good. Oh my God.
How would she be all about that bass? So she would. Guys don't have bass.
Guy could be bass. Like a big.
We're not talking about the instrument. We're not talking about the instrument.
I understand that. No, because I'm thinking, you know, I'm like, you know, as a violinist, you know, I like a little bass and I like a little bit of treble.
No, but yeah, but like no, what? The base is referring to her butt.
I understand.
How big is
Well,
the
yeah.
base?
So then here's the question: do girls look at guys' asses?
Yes,
Okay.
they do. They do.
Okay, so then is it about the base or the treble?
The base.
So apparently girls like big asses.
They like a little like we look at like if they have like a little bubble butt to like
You
squeeze.
can't.
And, yeah.
All right, so it's like a Mark Anthony to a Ruben Vasquez.
Yeah.
Like the Ruben, I love Ruben, so that's why I can say it.
But does he have a? I don't look at his ass, so I wouldn't know if he had a bubble butt or whatever.
we make fun of it because he doesn't. That's why. It's flat and bony. It's still luscious.
It's luscious. It's luscious. It's perfect. It's perfect. But okay. In your case, what do you look for in a guy?
I have a good couple things.
You gotta.
I look for to see if he has a good personality, good smile.
Like, what makes a good personality? Go into that.
Yeah.
Like if he's funny, you know, he has like a sense of humor, and if he's cute, and he gotta have like muscles and a little bit of abs.
It's like she's looking up in the sky and picturing this perfect person.
She's like sculpting him out right now in her mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Try to be specific.
Yeah. Anything else?
He gotta just he gotta have nice eyes too, and nice hair. He gotta have nice hair.
Okay. Well, speaking of hair. Speaking of hair, what would you go for? A blonde, a brunette, or a redhead?
A brunette.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't hear it.
Blonde, brunette, or red?
I said brunette.
Oh, for guys.
Yeah, for guys, as in guys.
Oh, okay.
Because that could factor in for guys or for girls too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a particular. I think we discussed this last episode.
I think we did. We talked about personality.
Yeah, I don't really have a preference, really.
Like, see, for me, I like somebody who has confidence. If you could go and you could come up to somebody and you show that confidence in yourself, I like that. Because if you're, like, very, like this, and, like, you have to have somebody tell you who you are, then I might as well tell myself who I am and like who I am first. Because I'm confident in who I am. And if you aren't confident in yourself and you don't emulate that, then people will know if they have to take care of you and bring you to confidence. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's important. Like,
she also has loop earrings.
That's a plus with me. That's a plus.
I know Pierce so well.
That's a plus. I don't know. I just like them. That's like my thing.
He just loves them.
Well, yeah. So that's okay. Okay. Next question.
Okay.
What's a major turn on?
He gotta smell good.
She's trying to think.
He gotta smell really good.
You gotta pull Stevie. Stevie Wonder.
She's gonna blow with her hair.
No, I know. He gotta smell like really good. Like if you smell like shit, don't even come near me. Honestly.
Plain and simple. Don't smell like shit around her.
Thank you.
Yeah,
exactly.
You'll be accepted in Tara's book if you don't smell like shit.
Exactly.
Scoop that poop.
Wait, that was your only turn on? If someone smells
Yeah, there's probably more. Name more.
What else?
I mean, it can smell good, so it's like.
What else?
True.
When a guy pushes a girl against the wall and like does all the work for you.
Whoa!
Whoa! Okay.
Okay. I was expecting that one. I was like expecting like, oh, it's so cute when like he hugs me or something like that.
No, I ain't about that cute shit.
We were here and you took it like up here. Like it's perfect.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
That's what we need. We need that push in the level.
I don't like
from the Doctor of Love. That's
Doctor
exactly
of Love right here. Tara Polo.
no, like I ain't about that cute shit. I want like that rough shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's all we can say for that.
Next question.
Next question. Okay, well, what's a major turnoff? or turn-offs?
A major turn-offs is when the guy don't get along with your best friend. And, like, you have to, like, hang out with them on separate days. Like, I think that they should
That's
get
true.
along.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If the girl's dating the boy and the boy don't like the best friend, but I think that they should get along.
Cause think too, that goes with any, like even with a guy. Like if, like say like for example, even if you're best friends with somebody, and if that person who you're with doesn't really get along with that person, that just makes conflict. Because you would think that if the person you're with enjoys you, they'll enjoy your best friend because you are kind of like one and the same.
That's fucked up. If they
crazy.
don't, that's just fucked up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. It makes sense. Cause like if I had a girl that like didn't like Pierce, I would be like, well, why don't you like Pierce? Like he's pretty cool. Like it would be kind of weird. Like
same for Mike.
Like yeah. So
yeah,
it's just I think it's just a social problem. Like if you're just not that social,
it's just called jealousy.
The person might be. It's.
I
mean,
it depends. It really depends.
I think it's
like
just
if it's a girl,
jealousy.
like say if like I'm like if I'm with somebody, and say like for example when I would if I bring Tara around, or I bring like say like one of our friends Gina, and I bring her around, and say like supposedly this person I'm with doesn't like her or doesn't like say like somebody else, you know what I mean, like whoever it may be, sometimes that could play a part.
That's where you tell her like where she's placed.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Like she's my friend and that's it. Like we don't have anything.
Yeah, and it's very important, viewers, to make sure that you make that clear.
Yeah, you make that connection.
Make that clear, doctor.
Made it clear.
Tell him, doctor.
I'm telling him everything.
Beautiful. Okay.
Well, all right, next question.
Okay. Let's see where we are. Are you bringing sexy back?
Hell to the yeah.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah.
Oh my God,
right.
Heaven. Maybe personal, but they're asking all three of us. Are we in a relationship right now?
I can't say that.
Same here.
That's something I can't
really
say.
I think we all can't say that. But I can say that like I'm taken, but like I can't like it's a work in progress.
That's what I agree with Mike.
I would say the same thing as well. Things are work in progress.
Like it's a work in progress to a point where like I'm taken, but like I don't declare, like it's kind of like voting. Like I don't declare myself a Republican or Democrat. Like,
that's a good way to put it. After this little
to put it, but it's the closest thing I can put it as. But yeah, I'm singling myself out, so I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah, it's true. Kind of going off what you're saying, I'm not necessarily, like you said, I'm not necessarily taken, but then again, I'm not necessarily single. It's more or less, you could almost say like we're seeing people.
Oh, seeing.
Oh yeah, it's like we're talking, like talking.
Oh, talking now. We're talking.
They're like the bae. They're like bae.
There you go.
They're like bae.
Okay. So for the viewers out there who don't know what that is, what is the bae?
Bae. Alright, bae is like.
Right. You don't know what bae is. That's a kind of a problem.
No, I'm just saying for the doctor, so the doctor could do her job and explain to America.
Okay.
Alright, so if you guys don't
I know what it is.
Who doesn't? But bae is bae is like when you're like talking to that one person and you're like necessarily taken, but you're not. It's like
So it's like we're all in, pretty much.
Yeah, but like you can't say you're partly single.
Like partly because it's because you have a part of your heart towards them in a sense, but you're not necessarily closed off to just that particular person in general.
Yeah.
It means you're kind of open, but yet you aren't.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Did you write that down, Mike?
I wrote every word.
Oh,
he got it down. I saw that pen moving. There it goes. Okay. Next question. What's the worst thing that has happened to you in a relationship?
The worst thing that's happened to me in a relationship that I got cheated on.
I mean, that's really the worst, unless your significant other, like, unfortunately passes away. Like, there's not It can't. Yeah, I cheated on for me.
Yeah, I cheated on.
Probably, yeah. I'd say the same as well.
But no, I had it where it was cheated on, and I found out from the guy who cheated on her. Because the guy was my best friend, and he didn't know that we were together at the time. So he was like, dude, I hooked up with this girl. She's so cute. Like, we're going together. And I was like, oh, what's her name? And he gave me the name. I'm like, wait, that's the girl that I'm dating. And he's like, dude, I didn't know. I was like, no, wait.
It
was during baseball season, right? When I'm trying to travel ball.
Just imagine finding that out when that person's thousands of miles away and you can't do nothing about it. Be in that position.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I feel for you. Okay, well, what's... Okay, well, then let's change it to a little lighthearted, change it up. What's the best thing that's happened to you in a relationship?
The best thing that's happened to me in a relationship is when he took me out to dinner. Because I didn't get to see him as much as I wanted to, so he came here for me and took me out, and we spent a lot of time together, and that was the best thing that ever happened.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah,
best thing for me, it's pretty much like spending almost every day with her. Like your significant other, like just spending like a day, like either watching movies or like I'm the adventurous type, like that trip to like Geneva, like stuff like that. Yeah. I really, those are the best. Like where you guys are together and you guys are like hanging out as best friends and you guys don't realize you guys are together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go with that too. Like when you guys are, like when you're doing something that you both enjoy.
Yeah, and you guys seem like best friends, but at the core you guys are together. Like I think that's awesome. Like you don't need to like declare every like hour that you guys are together. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's cool.
I think it's just seeing that person, that kind of makes things, like having that person around, somebody who's like in a sense constant, be it if you're like calling them on a phone or something, just having that's the best part of it.
Yeah,
knowing somebody's there. So it's like, and then it's true, but then when like they don't call you or something's up, you feel funny. So like, that's what makes it the best, is that they're around and they're there for you and they're constantly there. I mean, I love that. It shows you care.
Because Pierce is a high class person.
I need roundabout service. 24/7.
He's high maintenance.
High.
Yeah, you're high. You're the Ferrari.
I need like around the clock service. That's my problem.
Yeah, you're the Ferrari and I'm a Nissan Santa Fe.
You're like the Hummer.
No,
you're like a Hummer. You're rare. You know what? They stopped making guys like you because you know what? They're so like badass. That's the point.
Or they use a bunch of gas and yeah.
But they're freaking awesome. That
could be why.
I want to be a Hummer. I don't care. Gas is, you know what? If you could afford me, great. And all the gas I take up, great. I'm a Hummer.
Alrighty.
There you go. Let's all be Hummers. Okay.
Right.
Here's an interesting question.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Do you prefer when the man pays the bill, or do you prefer when they mutually split it?
When he pays for it, because that shows how much that he loves the girl.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've been raised up where like yeah, and Pierce knows this too. Like
I'm the same way.
I do it with my friends too. Like if I'm taking like someone out, like I at least have to pay because like I'm obligated to.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a friendly affair.
Even more with the relationship too. Like you're supposed to pay. Like
yeah.
Like I understand. Like maybe like once in a great while, maybe she pays because like you just like. Didn't have money or like
you didn't expect it.
Like it makes sense for that, but but yeah, the guy should pay. It's just it's a I was gonna say hostile. It's not hostile. It's host like. It's mannerly.
Chivalrous. I can't say the word. You show chivalry. That's what it means. You're showing chivalry. Because, like, I'll give you an example, too. Like, once I went out with this one girl. She was so persistent on paying her half of the bill. And I'm like, no, I don't roll like that when it comes to things like that. I'm sorry. I'm taking you out because,
you're
you
the
know
man
what?
you're supposed to pay.
Exactly. And you have to, and, too, if you're going to go and be, like real sad about it, like, no, I'm just trying to be respectful. And that's just how I am, you know?
I just imagine Pierce. He'd be like, you gotta...
He knows me too well.
Well, Pierce has kind of jacked up hands because he draws a lot. So that's why I make comments of his hands. He's like...
like this. All day long.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's see. How many relationships have you been in?
Two.
I love how we're counting. Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5. Yeah, 5. I can say 5. Yeah.
Mine's 5 or 6.
Okay.
All right, no, we don't want you to count because we know Pierce is a gigolo. So, all right, let's.
You tell him, Mike.
Tara,
let me count. Can I count first so I know if you're all right?
What's your guess, Tara? Doctor. What's your guess?
Doctor, come on.
About 3.
Because remember, Pierce, we did this before.
I said 3.
You don't know me, Doctor.
What? Oh my gosh.
You even know that's wrong.
Pierce, I would say in the 30s.
In the 30s? Are you a pimp?
Yeah, no,
that list.
That list. That list was like 60. But that was like potential.
That was potential.
That wasn't like a full relationship.
Yeah, but I was like, those are, yeah, but anyways. Yeah.
Well, you were a pimp. That's not good.
I would think 30 at least.
What?
Yeah,
actual, what I consider the time I actually had a relationship with somebody would be.
Now, the funny thing is, how many of those were cousins? I'm joking. Or am I? I don't know.
That's how we gypsies drew it.
Actually, one of them was very distant.
Very distant? Oh, like distant relationship?
Distant.
So I'm looking at 9 right here. Okay, so actual, like I consider 9.
9.
9?
9.
Okay. All right. That you would consider. Yeah.
That I consider, but like in terms of smaller things.
Yeah.
30. Yeah.
You're almost. Yeah, you're hitting.
Okay.
You're hitting 60.
Here's a crazy question: would you date twins? I can answer that already. I have, so I'm done.
No, like twins, like both at the same time, or like twins, like you date one and she has a twin, or he.
Same time.
Wait, what?
Same time.
Yeah.
Oh,
same time?
Yeah.
Nah. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, that's.
It was really a while
odd.
back.
That's
it was
weird.
It was more like they had like a competition. It seemed like at the time.
That's weird. I wouldn't date twins. That's just weird.
It's double the fun. So that's how I see it.
Well,
I mean, it's not a real relationship.
And then this person goes and asks triplets, quadruplets, octuplets. I'm like, where are you gonna find these people?
The Octomom.
Date all her kids.
12 and counting, or 16 counting.
Okay.
I wouldn't date twins. I just think that's plain awkward and weird and wow. Oh my. No.
I would, because I did. So whatever. Okay, here's a really interesting question.
Oh boy.
Right,
if you could live a week as the other gender, would you? And what would you do?
I actually would, and I would see how he treats a girl, like how a guy would like actually treat a girl. You know what I'm trying to say?
So like how a girl would treat you as a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what about you, Mike?
Yeah, I'll probably be a girl. Just to see, just to go through a life and a girl.
I think I would try it just to see if my gigolo ways would work even better as a girl.
I'm surprised none of you guys said because of the bras and the boobs. You guys could see how like bras feel. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need I don't think I need that part. That's something. Oh, make sure it's not that special time of the month either. So that's my one condition.
See, I think people would probably say that. Like, what if it's that time of the month? Would you still be a girl?
No.
I think I would say yeah, just to get a learning experience. So like,
I want you guys to try to have periods to see what we go through.
So you learn and you see what she goes through, and you'll be like, all right, it's kind of almost a serious thing.
And see why we go bipolar.
Yeah. See, I'm smart, Pierce. You're not. Come on.
Well, now that you say it, I would try it. But if it's like, because I didn't think of that. I'm thinking pain. First thing that came in my head: extreme pain, extreme stress.
It's gonna be Michelle and Patricia on their way.
Michelle and Patricia. Okay, there you go.
Question, bro.
Let me see here. If you're dating your ex's best friend and haven't told them, what would you do?
If I'm dating my ex's best friend, I would confront the person. I'd be like, yeah, I'm dating your best friend. I'm sorry. I just don't like you in that way. I'm sorry. It's just how it goes. If you don't like the person, you don't like the person.
That's tough. Because, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to like. What do you think, Pierce? I'm trying to think.
I think, in my opinion, if you care enough for that best friend and you want to suddenly date their ex, you have to think. Like, say if it's a guy, bro code. That's the first thing that comes in my head.
Oh, yeah, that's that too. I forgot about that.
And you need to realize is then, too, if you go and you brush that off, are you a bro anymore? You aren't a bro. You lose that right, in my opinion. Yeah. So, like...
I mean, in a girl's standpoint, like...
But then girls got girl code, too.
Girls got girl code.
I mean, from a guy's standpoint, I mean, you date your ex's best friend. Like, it's weird, like, I don't know, like...
Oh, wait, let's see how this... Hold on. We gotta reword... What if it's your best friend's ex?
Huh?
What if it's your best friend's ex? Not your ex's best friend. Your best friend's ex. I read it wrong. Your best friend's ex.
Oh, well, that changed everything.
There you go.
So your best friend's ex?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Your ex is... I'm so
okay,
confused.
so you have a best friend. So your best friend was dating somebody at some point in time.
Yeah.
And then suddenly they break up with that person, but then you end up with that...
Oh,
you date the ex.
Oh. There we go.
Well,
okay. So your best friend's ex. That's
what I would do, I would tell the ex, I can date you. I have girl code. She is my girl. And she may still have feelings for you. And I don't want to do that.
But what if you haven't told them? What if you haven't told anybody about
this?
Well,
if I would just keep it a secret then. I would just keep it a secret.
But that's your first mistake. Not telling them is your first mistake.
He's right.
Yeah, you're
right.
Doctor.
Tell them.
You're right.
If you're gonna go through it. But like I personally like if Pierce had an ex-girlfriend and she was coming on to me, like I'll be like, you know what, like I don't know what your intentions are. Either it's like to get back at Pierce, or if this is real, but I'm not really comfortable with doing that to my bro.
Exactly.
So that's what I do.
Right.
Same with me. If a girl would start doing that with me, same thing.
On the other hand, but if it was like you two were dating and like we kind of grow more feelings, like I'll come up to you and be like, you know, something's happening between, you know what I mean?
I can understand where you're coming from, yeah. But what if it's like sudden? What if it's like so suddenly out of nowhere? Imagine that. Like if it's like suddenly boom, like say right after that person just broke up with this person.
That could be like just to get back at her ex.
But what if here's what the question was worded. What if your best friend goes to your ex?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So basically it's like this. You go to your best friend's ex, you say, hi, I want to date you because you're not with that person anymore.
No, that's
messed up. You can't do that.
Exactly.
That's messed up. You can't do that.
Yeah. No.
So I'm just saying this is because that's what I was thinking too when I read this. I'm like, whoa. That's do you even care about this person as a best friend? I don't think so. And this best person, and this is best friend.
And it makes everything awkward.
Yeah. And it says, and you haven't told them. Now, if supposedly you are best friends, and you don't tell them something like that you're with someone.
That's your first mistake, not telling them. No, your first mistake is going to the ex.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the biggest mistake.
I don't think that it's to be right. And then your second mistake is not telling them about it, so it makes it worse.
Yeah.
So it's like a double negative on that one.
Yeah, that's messed up. Okay, here's a question. If someone's being a complete nut and won't tell you if you're in a relationship with that person in specific, are you in one?
Wait, someone's being a complete nut,
like she's just what? Being. I don't understand. Like this is
what
a weird question.
What do you mean she's just being a little bitch?
Okay. Oh wait, they added more. Okay. I'm currently having girl problems. Hold on. They added more. Okay, like they went and I'm like I wasn't sure if this was from the same person, but it is. I'm currently having girl problems and she's always with me and stuff. She's over almost every day, but I don't think she wants to be in a serious relationship. I do, and every time I confront her about it, she brushes it off her shoulder like if it was nothing. What should I do? How does that sound?
That sounds like if she don't want to be with you.
Yeah.
That she don't like you in that way.
Or she's like, or you're just like a little chess piece in her game.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. I feel bad for that person.
If you send mixed signals, like you're either like doing it purposely or you really are stupid and don't know that you're sending those mixed signals.
Exactly.
I think because you can't just flirt with someone and not have feelings for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
That's true.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah. And the point is, I feel bad for that person who wants to be in this serious relationship because maybe that person wants to be.
But the girl or the guy, in whatever case, doesn't want that. That sucks. Yeah.
It's true. I feel bad for that person. Whoever that is, my prayers go out to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're with you, bro.
Okay. Here's another question. There's a girl that keeps looking at me in class, but I don't know if she thinks I'm weird or cute. What do I do?
Go up to her and talk to her.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, wait, you don't just let that be.
You just look at me, but I don't know if I had a booger up my nose or something.
Got a booger.
It's that simple.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Just go up to talk to her.
There's a lot of people out there that are nervous to talk to girls.
Mm-hmm. They're humans too. They both go to the bathroom too, so it's what's the problem?
There's no problem.
There isn't. There shouldn't be.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nervous. It's I kind of feel it.
I can feel it every now and then too. I do get that nervous feeling, but then I remember if things aren't meant to be, they won't work out. But if things are meant to be, that person will be understanding that you're nervous and they'll accept you for the situation you're feeling right now, the emotions or whatever.
Exactly.
You know? Exactly. Yeah, so whoever that person is, who you may be, just go talk to her. Because you know what? Just go talk to her, man.
Go holler at her for a minute.
Was that in class, did it say? Or?
Yeah, in class. That this person's looking at her during class.
Perfect scenario. I had a girl do this to me a few weeks ago, and I found she was playing me a little bit, but I kind of caught on and I straightened it out. So she went up to me and she didn't know how to do this homework, so she was like, "Oh, can we meet in the library or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So we meet at the library and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I taught her only a little bit of stuff, and we kind of talked the rest on. And then when the test came, I was like, "Oh, are you sure you got it? Because I only taught you a little bit." She's like, "Yeah, I got it." She aced the fucking test. So she was pretending not to know the stuff so she can talk to me. So
that's a smart girl. A girl like her is the kind I'd say, "Hey, let's go get some coffee."
But but I noticed that. I was sorry, but I'm taking.
Go have some stuffed cabbage.
Nalushki.
Go have some stuffed cabbage.
And breaded chicken.
Call you by my mother's house.
By my baba's.
By my baba's. There you go.
Gypsy.
But yeah, that's really great. But here's something that
I recommend just be like, hey, I need help with this. Can you help me out?
Definitely.
Can we go to the library? Can we go some coffee? And then you start getting to know her, and then you get closer, and then that's why you do it.
The most important thing in a relationship, at least this is coming from me, is that if you go with somebody or you're interested in someone, don't hold back in any way, shape, or form because you could be missing out. This is honestly something that I feel is important when it comes to people because sometimes it's true. Not everybody in this earth just starts out fresh and you're the first person that you meet. You get hurt because I'm honest. I've been hurt before in a relationship. It's true. But it's like what I need to remember is that's my past and I've learned from it. But that shouldn't close me off from being with other people and enjoying their company because of what my past has done to me.
Just keep sailing.
Yeah. Start fresh. So here's my question to you. If someone's starting a new relationship, what are some tips that you feel would help this relationship grow into something bigger? What's something that would help people become stronger partners?
You have to have trust and faith in that person. If you say if the person goes to hang out with your best friend because maybe you're busy or you're doing something, well, you have to trust the person. You can't just be like, oh, did you go kiss that person? Did you do anything else? You gotta have trust and faith, and you gotta have communication too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I agree. Yeah. There's a lot of trust in that.
Yeah.
If there's no trust or faith in that person, then there's nothing there.
Exactly. And two, it's about how you feel when you're around that person too.
And
touch base on that.
I want to say something else.
Go ahead.
Why does distance matter if the person's there with you or not in a relationship? Like, say if he's thousands of miles away.
Or she.
He or she.
I mean, it's solely on trust, really.
Exactly. Because,
you trust each other, and if you're really committed to being in that relationship, then go for it. Yeah,
But what if you're the only person that's committed and you feel like the other person's not?
Then that's when, honestly.
Yeah, that's a totally different story. Then.
Exactly. Because I'll give you an example. I see a relationship as like a circuit, okay, as like electrical circuit, like when you plug something into the wall.
Yeah.
The person that you yourself, you plug yourself into the wall.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get that electricity. But if you aren't receiving that electricity back to keep yourself fueled, then it's not going to work. You're not going to turn on whatever that electrical appliance is. It's not going to happen. That relationship isn't going to happen if you don't feel that mutual return of feelings, mutual feeling of trust, mutual feeling of anything. Because it's true, if you feel stressed in the situation, or you feel like something's wrong, you may be stuck with that person, or you may feel like, in other words, that, wow, like I'm trying to work things out, but I'm just like I'm getting shorted in the circuit. Mm-hmm. If I feel like I'm getting short-circuited, that's a sure sign. Like from an electrician's view, you got to replace that wire.
From an electrician's view.
Yeah, you got to replace that wire soon. Boom, boom, boom.
What if you're the only one person that putting the effort in the?
You're getting short-circuited. You got to replace that circuit. You got to replace that wire. Get that going again. Get that flowing. Electric company.
So do I just quit?
Well, if you're that person, if you really, and this is where it comes into this. If you feel that you really do care for that person, you feel like that,
and you're in love with them,
yeah, then try. Yeah. But if you keep getting short-circuited, there's a reason why that's short-circuited. It's because the thing's probably broke inside and it's not working with you. If it's not working with you, you're more important. You have to get your energy somewhere. You have to get that energy to get you running.
I have another question.
Okay, Dr. Love's asking us stuff now.
I'm asking you. Yes, I'm asking you guys questions.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, what? Okay, hold on. So, what if you're trying with other people, trying to get over a person? You're trying with other people, but it just don't feel the same.
Exactly. That's a very big thing. I mean, it's tough because you feel regret.
Yeah, because you're so
guilt.
You were so connected to that other person, and it's just they're gone. Now what? It's you're kind of you're kicked out in the cold,
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's just you just have to keep reminding yourself that
you're worth it.
Things happen for a reason, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
True.
And you just have to keep moving. and things happen for a reason, then you just let faith take over. Let faith take you where you're supposed to be.
100%. It's true, because if you go and it's like, if you don't you have to let things go as they please, because from the way that I see it, God has his way with things, and he puts himself in the mix of it, and he has final say in a sense. But the most important thing you have to remember is this: is that the person loves you. The person truly cares for you. Nothing, be it some kind of thing in the past, be it some kind of something that's going on with you now, be it maybe the person's own feelings at the time. If you are truly in love with somebody and you want to make a relationship work, nothing should stand in your way. That circuit should flow.
Yeah, and what if they care about what other people say? Like, if you're a secret to
if you're in love with that person,
and
that
he
should not
keeps you
matter.
a secret.
That should not matter.
No, because your best friend should like support you, like in any decision you make. Like, yeah, they should.
Yeah.
Have,
Like, what if like only your close friends know, but like none of like the family know, like, and you don't feel welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you feel like if you tell them what's actually going on, you're saying.
Yeah.
Like who the person is.
Yeah.
It's tough because like from a family standpoint.
It's a family, really. Too.
Yeah, family I'd say is something that's a little more touchier than friends, because friends, honestly, if they're true friends,
yeah, they'll support you the whole way.
Yeah, they'll support you. Oh my God, this phone.
Yeah, and I think I never had a problem with my mom either, and my dad. Yeah, so like I never really had that problem.
Yeah,
but yeah, I can see where that's coming from though.
Definitely, and it's true. Like, one thing I'm gonna say just to the viewers, in my opinion, it should not matter about distance. It should not matter about what your past has happened. It should not matter about maybe what's currently going on with you. If you are truly in love with that person, and if you are willing to give your heart, be it the amount of money you have in your pocket, or be it what you're wearing or whatever, if you truly love that person should mean the world to you, and you should give yourself, because you know what? In the end, you both could gain money together. You both can make up for the past together. You could both
make a life together.
Exactly. You both can basically heal each other through the relationship. And it's all about trust. And if you're giving your trust in and you're not getting that trust back, if you're being shut off, it's like when you go trick-or-treating, man. Halloween just passed. If they ain't answering and if you don't get that candy back, you go next door. That's it. You're done.
Oh my.
Oh, our viewers, that's a terrible analogy.
Happy Halloween.
You should know.
Happy Halloween.
Next question.
There's no questions, but I think this is like our turn to like get to know the doc better.
Get to know the doc segment.
This is get to know the doc.
Get to know the doc.
Okay.
So what? So, do you have a question, Pierce? Because I'm trying to think of one right now.
Right now, I'm thinking of it. I really can't think of anything at this moment, but I'm like, what would you say is the best remedy for a relationship, or say like if you're flirting with someone, what would you say would be the best way to approach, like, say if you're a guy, what's the best way to approach a girl? Because a lot of times guys don't know how to report, or like in an example of the guy with the class who the girl keeps looking at him. How would you say would be the best way for him to approach her?
To approach her, be like, "Hi, how are you?" And then like start like a conversation and be like, "By the way, you're beautiful." Like, just remind the girl that she's beautiful.
You're beautiful.
It's funny. I was talking to Emily Zavacki today about pickup lines.
Okay. It's a friend of
ours. Pickup lines do work. Like, if you have a really good pickup line, use it. Because I'm sure, unless she doesn't have any humor, then don't go for it at all.
I know what you mean. It's very tough to find one now lately.
Yeah. But Pierce, why did you ask that question, I wonder?
Yeah, Pierce.
I mean, you're the master at that. I don't know why.
I'm just trying to do it so that we could get the doc involved.
Like, in our group, I would consider me, Pierce, Jeremy, like, are the type of people that can walk up to girls and start a conversation.
Yeah, that's honest. Like, I could.
Yeah, because I can, or like it doesn't even have to be a girl. Like I could like
Any person.
That's okay. Hold on.
No, like if you want to just chill with somebody, you see like they're a cool group of guys. You know, you guys want to just chill out. You know, you're at the beach or something. You know, you're just chilling out. You know, I'd say it doesn't matter. It's like it's just you have to realize that people are people too, and if the person likes you and the person wants chill with you, do something with you, they'll do it. You know, it doesn't really have to 100% matter what you say. I mean, you can't go up to the person and say, "Hi, I'd like to touch your ass." No, you can't do that. No,
I like to rape the
that's
shit
not
out
how that works.
No, you can go up to a person and say, "Hi, I just want to rape you because you're so fucking sexy."
Okay, that's like something I'd see a girl go do, because if a guy does that, the call to the cops is immediate. Honestly.
Speed dial right now.
Speed dial 911. But yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, from my experience, I think it's best that you kind of look at the person first. I'm not saying to be judgmental, but see how that person reacts with maybe someone who's standing next to them. And see, do you see that there's somebody who's laughing a lot? Because you can see that somebody who enjoys having a humor. Or if you see that somebody's alone, don't approach them very loud and say, "Hi, how are you?" Like go up like this, Don't do that. You have to be like calm about it. So it's like you kind of, it's like I'm not saying to judge a book by its cover.
You never do that.
But you know what you should always do? You should always see what shelf it's on. That's what I'm trying to say. If it's on, try to see where you would put it on a shelf.
So, all right. So now this is a new one. All right. So we're going to discuss girls on different shelves. So would the top shelf be good or bad?
I wouldn't say top. It's not top shelf. No. It's nothing like top shelf, bottom shelf. I'm talking like like when you walk into Barnes and Nobles. Like how they'll have like the humor section, or they'll have like the mystery section, or they'll have like the.
Okay. Those are sections, not shelves.
Well, but still, they're on a shelf of a section. Okay, so let me clarify. That when you kind of have to put them.
So you have to. So it's like pretty much you're saying is by talking to a girl is like walking to Barnes and Noble and getting a book. You have to go from what section you want.
Yes.
And then you have to pick from which shelf you want from that selection.
More or less that it's not the shelf that you want to pick. No. It's looking down the shelves, because a lot of them are alphabetical order there. So I'm telling you, what are you going to go and say, "Hi, I'd like a girl whose name starts with B," and look at the top shelf?
I've done that.
I mean, people may have that preference. I mean, I'm not going to judge you. If you want a girl whose name is Barbara or something like that, God bless you.
Or Cheryl.
Cheryl.
I'm sorry, Cheryl from high school.
Wait, you're talking about that Cheryl. I'm thinking about the horse.
Yeah,
from Hump Day, which make sure, if you're watching this now and you have not seen Hump Day with Mike, please watch it. You're doing yourself a favor.
Hump Day with Mike was pretty.
You're doing yourself a favor.
It was an awesome episode.
Dr. Love is also a huge fan of the show.
I really am.
She is a pretty good fan. So.
Exactly. So back to what I was saying about people on the shelves, though. Okay, is that you're looking for a title that you like, and the title is the actual person. Okay, now I'm thinking of this like let's give a scenario. Say you're at and
you want a girl who likes Batman and bats. So I would go to the adventure section in a spontaneous.
No,
section.
You go to graphic novels for that.
Oh, how can I forget? You go to graphic novels, and then you pick the original Batman comic from the 40s.
Okay, very good.
Rules. And then you pick a girl who has looped earrings, and that's the one for Pierce. I know him too well.
See, the thing with me is this is like I honestly have to say, if the girl has humor and she's confident, but she's not 100% full of herself, that I like. Because if you have a confidence and you say, "Hey, I know who I am, but I'm not going to put it in your face," though. That's what I like, is like Somebody who's not gonna say, "Oh well, you know, I could do better without you. You know, I could find something better." Well, then why?
That would be horrible to say.
Exactly. But like some girls give that air off of themselves.
You just wanted to.
Yeah, like I was bored. I didn't feel like it. You know what? I'm just gonna pass time and just give you like the moment. No, you don't do that.
Any girl does that out there, like you have to reconsider.
Exactly. And two of yeah, and another thing too is why mess with a guy at the same time? Like if you're gonna go and you're gonna be like so up about yourself too, and you're worried about what they're gonna do. Well, then if you're so confident, then why would it hurt you if a guy does something crazy?
I feel like you're talking to like you're describing like a Medea.
A Medea.
Like someone who's Medea. Like I feel like that's what you're describing.
I'm just saying it's like confidence could be like it could be a good thing, but then some girls could take it to the next level where it's like they're so confident where they won't even look at you, even if you have a nice smile and you're a gentleman about it. And that's another thing. Let's bring up a point. We were recently watching a video about a girl who was handing out flyers from Applebee's.
Yes! Oh my god! I remember this. So it was a video of where she was handing out flyers to Applebee's, right? And this guy, he's dressed up as a nerd, and he changed his voice, and he was like, oh, like acting like a nerd and like trying to get this girl's number and stuff, like and like really like a really gentle,
like a gentleman, like a gentleman,
and like she just like pushed him away like completely, right?
Now, let's stop this for a second. What would you do to, let's say if a nerdy guy, someone who you see is not generally like in touch with what's going on today, how would you approach a guy like that if he was asking you like a gentleman, hi, you know, I think you're really beautiful. You know, what would you do with a guy like him?
If he was a nerd? Like
yeah, come towards the camera too.
If he was a... So you explain.
So like say if a guy, you could tell he's not somebody who hits the gym every day. You understand? Like he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who worries about.
Oh, like who doesn't go to the gym and.
Yeah.
Like if he was a nerd.
Like you see, like he's somebody who
like
cares.
Like if he's a nerd.
Basically, like if he is a nerd, you know.
I would say, you know, you're really nice and you're not ugly, but I just don't like you in that way.
Okay. At least
like
a little bit nicer, because the girl in this video like completely blew him off.
See, like, that's not cool. Like, even if the guy, like, maybe sometimes it's good that the guy's a nerd. He's smart, and maybe it'll be cute smart. You know, like, if he's cute.
Yeah.
No, but, like, the girl in this video, like, she just, like, she says, like, oh, I don't have a cell phone. Like, it's the 21st century, bitch. Like, who the fuck doesn't have a cell phone?
There you go.
Exactly.
But, like, the moral of the story is, so... he gets shot down, right, from this girl.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back, but he's dressed up as a thug.
Mm-hmm.
He has the glasses, he's sagging his pants, he has a do-rag, I think he had, or like a hat.
Do-rag.
And, like, he's talking to this girl like a thug. Like, he was up, mommy, like, you look like, what did he say? You look like...
Wait, you're looking so fine,
Wait, let me stop you right
there.
Like never call a girl mommy. Don't you ever call a girl mommy, because I'm not your mommy. Not your mother.
And that goes with another thing. I don't know if it's me, but does it turn you on if a girl calls you daddy? I don't
papi.
dig it. I do not dig that.
Papi chulo.
You call me honey, you call me baby, you call me, you know, sugar, something crazy like that. Don't call me daddy, I ain't your father.
Like in Puerto Rican, and like people in Puerto Rico like do that, but like it's.
So what do you want to think that like so you're?
Hey Dada, how you doing?
Like so, what do they like want to think that they're like
different understanding
that they're fooling with their mother and father? And
yeah, that's weird. That's like, how I think of it too. Like when they say
when they say mommy or.
But let him explain.
I'm gonna take you to Puerto Rico because like
we're going to Puerto Rico. Get your suntan lotion.
It's not because you guys are like hearing it and you're like, oh, you're calling your mom and dad. Like, no, it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like how I raised up with it, and like it's kind of like it's a compliment more or less. Like it's just a way like to flirt, and like it's just
really
it's just like that.
But what if a Hispanic person don't accept that though, and you call them that?
Then they don't accept it. Like It's all right, you know.
Where do you come from?
But like it's common to say, like, it's not like a white guy is gonna say like, "Hey, mommy," like.
Don't, because I've done that before. It's work too.
God.
So don't even.
That's terrible.
Don't
but
even.
No, but like, so back to the story. So he's a thug, and he's like talking to his girl, and the girl's like eating it up. Like she's just like, oh, he's so cute and everything. And then he gets a handy. Where they walked somewhere, like they went somewhere.
They went like around like the corner. He said.
Yeah.
And let's put it in little general terms because we may have younger viewers.
Yeah. So they were kissing and they were doing some stuff, and then he goes, oh, you're so beautiful, and he was like, oh, don't you remember me? And then he takes off his stuff and he says the nerd accent in front of her. And she's like, oh my God, you're disgusting and everything, like totally exposing her. Oh, it was so hilarious. And he was like, yo, I'm disgusted with you because you don't even give a good guy a chance. And like, it was hilarious though. Like, put her on blast.
See, that's like, the thing about girls too.
I hate girls like that. Like that just don't.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about girls. Girls could be picky. They're very, very.
But
picky.
then why pick on somebody who's? Because think of it like this. I understand that guys generally, it's maybe this is cliche, but a lot of time it's true. People think that we don't think with our brains, we think with something else. But but with a guy who actually cares, who wants a solid relationship, who cares about the girl in the situation.
Yeah, there's like me and Pierce, like we think like that.
Exactly. That's nothing.
Because you guys are smart, good guys. We girls deal with assholes.
But see, here's the question. Here's the big question for Dr. Love. Why do girls love assholes?
Because, alright, the reason why we love assholes is because, like, it just, I don't know, it's just something about them that we just like. Like, sometimes we like when a guy be mean to us. Like, that turns me on a little bit.
Like, how would you say mean? Like, would I say, oh, well, I don't like what you're wearing or something stupid, or like what kind of you should go change, or what did you do with your hair, or you don't know how to do your makeup or something stupid? Is that like the kind of mean, or what kind of mean are you talking?
Like, how do I explain it? Like, it's just hard to explain. Like, us girls, we just love assholes. It's just assholes. I don't know. Just like assholes. Like, we shouldn't, we shouldn't.
So we should smell like shit.
No, don't smell like shit. No.
Assholes.
Douchebag cologne.
Assholes.
Like us girls, we're stupid and we don't give the good guys a chance. But when the good guys are taken, then that's when we get screwed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hate that too. Like when a girl has had like a bad relationship, with like a guy that wasn't that good, and then she's complaining like, "Oh, where's all the good guys in the world?" Like you probably had a chance with the good guy. You just
blew it off.
All because he's not that much good looking. Well, so what? It's not all about
Would you say it's more or less that he's not that generally that he's not an asshole, or more or less that he's not in touch with what's going on today? Because I notice a lot of girls are quicker to be like into what's up with today because they wanna be like, oh, they wanna be like Kim Kardashian, they wanna be like Beyonce, they wanna be like this, like that. But it's like, would you say that guys have to follow that as well in order to get the girl?
No.
So would you say that you'd quicker go for a guy who digs Clark Gable than a guy who digs Kanye West?
Yes, I would, because we can learn new things, talk about new stuff with each other.
There you go. So Clark Gable, if you're a Clark Gable kind of guy,
Dr. Love is your girl.
Woo! I'm just kidding.
Put your number and your name in the comments below.
Perfect. I'll play for you. I can't.
Oh, I want to mention something.
She wants to mention something.
I know this is like nobody. I know it's like not that big of a deal, but I think it is a big deal. I just want to say that I'm so happy for my sister. She's engaged.
Oh yes, congratulations to Ashley and Dylan Dylan Horvath. There you go. Yeah.
And then I want to say, his brother Cody got engaged to Jade.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah.
So I have new brother, and So I have no cousins-in-laws. And
Thank you I mean, this is great. God bless you. Coming from PM, the late night vlog, we wish you the best for the rest of forever. You're eternally happy, you know. And another thing is, speaking of marriage, how would you say that you know the person is the one?
Because once you've been together more than a year, then I'd say you guys ain't never breaking up. There's nothing going on. As long as everything's good, everything's going smooth, then okay.
What if stuff's back and forth? What if it's not per se a year? Say if it's like almost a year, but things are still back and forth, and maybe you're feeling, or maybe the other person is feeling, they're the one, that you two have it like that there. What would you say for that person? In terms of marriage.
Well, I would think that we're all too young to think about marriage.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter about age at this point.
Okay, hold on. In the gypsy culture.
Look, he's gonna explain.
Alright, let's see it. Let's see this.
Pierce has explained to me a million times. You know, when you're a gypsy, you're looking for the one from the get-go.
Yeah,
right? True.
You're right.
True.
You're right,
Mike.
You're right.
So you're looking for the one. You're not looking to like just have fun with someone.
No.
Like you're looking to spend.
You're looking to spend months and years with.
Exactly.
Make kids.
Yeah. And honestly, you're willing to give that person. Yeah. Like, what would you say towards the people who think that that's going on right now, in terms of maybe even our own people? What would you say to them? Is it a smart move to go and do this at such a young age?
No, do not get married at a young age.
No. Well,
I'm even saying no.
Don't get married unless, you know what? Unless if you really, really love the person enough to get married, then God bless you. Go ahead.
God bless you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Happy life.
But
it's not bad to think about marriage. Like, think about, like, oh, what would it be if I married this person, you know? It's not bad to think that, you know what I mean?
Plus, and if you think about marriage, you think about a house, you think about this, you think about that, like, that's just too much.
Here's another question. Extremely important question now I think of it. Thank God. Someone asked me this on the street, actually. I was talking with them, and they heard that I was doing the blog. What if you and a person are so, like, into each other, friendly, relationship, whatever it may be, but you start talking about houses, kids, doing this, doing that, talking about
Well,
rooms.
are you dating that person?
He didn't specify that.
Oh.
Okay? But the point is...
talking about houses and kids. And
so, like, planning a life together.
So you're planning...
After marriage. Even the wedding.
Like,
what would you say to that person?
Like, a preference, like, oh, if we were to get married, like, what would you want? You know what I mean? Just to, like, ask, like, curious questions like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Like, if you're seriously, like, debating, like...
But what if this is, like, a constant thing? Because he said this was, like, kind of going on constantly, too.
That the person is asking about marriage?
About marriage. About not so much, like, per se, exact marriage. Like, saying, oh, well, you know, well, if we live like this is how we want to live. And you both debate about that. Or... on the wedding, this is what we're going to have. And you both debate about that. And this is like some kind of constant thing.
It's not like taboo to think about that. But it's over the line when you like start like actually considering it. Really.
Yeah, that's just
thinking about it and considering it. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, like, if you think about, like, oh, I wonder what it would be like to marry this person. And then you consider, like, wow, should I really marry this person? Like I think if you're at like our age right now, like just starting college, like yeah, it's good to have a relationship right now and try to keep that as long as you can because you never know where that could take you. But try hard to get your career started so that you have a better foundation to like love that person even more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like have that foundation to just like, all right, I'm set. I have a job. You know, I'm gonna get an apartment or whatever.
Yeah, I want to say something about that. If a guy don't like have a career, then what are you gonna do with your life? That's just like a big turnoff for girls. I think that's a big turnoff for me. Like if you don't have a job and want to support yourself from now, then what are you gonna do? Your mom and dad aren't gonna be there forever. Yeah, they're there for you now, but they're not gonna be there for you much longer. Once you turn 18, things are gonna change.
Yeah, it's all in the sense of like your mentality, like Like, I think it's like the people who are still thinking that they're in high school and like live worry free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to like start considering like, all right, I have to get a job so I can provide for my family, so I can provide for my wife and kids whenever that time comes.
Definitely.
So it's like that almost. But I mean, yeah, if you, I mean, it's not, you don't even necessarily need to have a career per
Like
se.
at least like have a job, support yourself.
Yeah, like try, support yourself and your girlfriend, wife, whatever, family, kids. Like, yeah, like you don't have to have a career. Just like get a steady job, and like the more you work at that job, you can move up in the ranks and have a good career with like a pension.
I think that's just like a biggest turn off for like me. If a guy don't have a job and want to support himself, then what does he want to be like?
But then think of it like this. Here's an important thing, because both of us are college men, and right now we're still we're still I'm considering getting a job at this moment. I'm searching. I'll be honest, I am, and I've had a job before, and the point is, Matt, think of it like this. Say, would you think it's better for a man to be going? Would you say it's more attractive if a guy has a job now, whereas he's going to school to get a bigger, better job?
Oh, that's a question. I think, well, if a guy's in school, then it wants to get like a bigger, better job, then hey, go right ahead. But if you have like a little job now to support yourself, then all right. I mean, going to school is better to get an education instead of being a dummy.
Yeah, instead of being a dummy. Yeah. So would you say that if say like two great guys, you love their personality, you love everything.
Yes.
Who would you go for first? Would you go for the guy who has a job now, or the guy who has
or is going to school?
Going to school.
College. Yeah, who's in college right now and going to school.
I would go for the guy. Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know.
Let's just say both of them have ample amount of money to take you out or something. Say money's not the question.
Money is not the question.
Say that.
But wait, money would be the question in this case. Because college.
Well, it could be present or future money, though, too. You have to think of it like that as well. Because it could be either right now they have a little bit of cash on hand, but what if they keep that job and that's not going to continue that for the rest of your life? But you have to think of the guy with the college who's going to have future money.
I go for the guy with the college. Stay in school.
Stay in school, kids. Eat your vegetables. Get 8 hours of sleep. Ovaltine. Ovaltine.
Thank God.
Only apples at McDonald's.
No burgers. No fries.
No Happy Meals.
No Happy Meals. Just apples.
And the milk.
Like me, like right now, like I'm in college and I'm trying to get like an intern at the Clearwater Aquarium. So it's like I'm trying to do both, so to speak.
Marine biologist right here. Marine biologist right there. Yeah, man.
Yeah, either marine biologist or medicine, but I don't know. It depends what I feel.
It's my brother. Yeah, it's great. Like me, I'm studying to become an animator, but I may just do some bat work over the summer, So that's like something I'm looking forward to.
All right, I got a question. Would you rather meet the person be arranged a date, and then go from a relationship from there, or know the person and be their friends and move on to the relationship? Which one's better?
Do you want to answer that first, or do you want to hear my answer?
I want to hear it.
Okay. I'd say if you two are on a date already, and you guys are trying to get to know each other, I noticed that when you add a friendship into something, it could go two ways. Either you two could become closer and become in a relationship, or you both could end up just staying friends. Because honestly, once you become too close to a person, at least in terms of a guy, coming from me, once you become so close and you developed a routine with someone, you kind of get used to just having the friendship. At least in terms of, I've noticed a girl will get closer and get used to the routine of things. But if you're a guy and you really are interested in this girl, make it known from day one. Because if the thing is, if she doesn't like you, she'll make herself she'll put herself out of the picture because she'll show she doesn't have interest.
Automatically.
Yeah, but if she does still like you and she wants to stick around, then she'll keep herself around. She'll honestly still give you the chance to get to know you better, so then it could become a relationship. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And 2, be sure that when she does do that, she doesn't mistake in you liking her for just being as a friendship. Make sure that it's something that if you want to be with her in a relationship, make sure that's the purpose. That's the motive. Because if you're going to be with a girl and she thinks it's a friendship, but you want something more, and that's where she's keeping things, and you're not getting what you want out of it, you're wasting your time. You're honestly wasting your time. And it's going to be the bigger tease for you, you know, and...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
what would you say?
Case, like, it never really... I mean, it's worked for the best for me. Like, I think being friends, like, sets that foundation. And then you kind of, like, bring up the question, like, all right, well, I kind of want to take a step further with you. You know, do you feel the same? And if she doesn't feel the same, like, all right, you have a cool friendship, you know?
Yeah. That's if you're, you know...
It's kind of like a win. It's kind of like a win, half win for you. Because, like, if she wants to take it a step further and be in a relationship, like, great, you have a relationship. But if she doesn't, then, like, you still have an awesome friend that you can, like, talk to and hang out with. And, yeah, it's going to suck because you'll be like, oh, I really like this girl and, you know, I want more. But then, like, it gives you shit like, yeah, you can just move on and you still have a cool friend.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
And 2, it's important, too, if you want to have that cool friend, make sure that if you still have feelings for that person, it's going to be tough to get rid of them, those feelings. But if you could, make it possible so then things aren't awkward. But if you do have feelings for them, maybe have them as a best friend, but go find somebody else. Go see if there's somebody else. And make sure, too, that your new friend is cool with it, too. Because if you see that there's conflict in you going and seeing other people, too, then that's like something that you got to start questioning, too. Is, in other words, well, how much of friends you are. Because then you need to realize if the girl is willing to still give you a chance after you telling her how you feel, even if it may be friendly, you have to still consider you have given her that point on the table, you know, and you have to be very careful with that person. Wouldn't you say as well?
I would totally agree with you.
Yeah. Bam. Bang, bang.
Shot me down.
So is that it? No more questions? Nothing?
I don't know. Is there anything else you want to leave our viewers with? Like, seriously, be specific. Give us something so that people out there who are in relationships have something to maybe bounce off of, something, you know. So then people...
I think the one thing I could say is, from a guy's point of view, like, if you have a relationship, like just love him to the most that you can. Really.
True. And if you see that he's...
I shouldn't say, like, to the most. Don't be creepy about it. Like, don't just, like, show up at her house and be like, I love you, and, like, hold up a boom box over by her window. But I mean, yeah, just enjoy it. Just life with that person. Like, I think that's the best. Like, just, yeah, like going out and spending time, and, yeah, I think that's the best.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just experience life, have fun with that person, that significant other.
Definitely. And to end this too, make sure that, you know, when you're in a relationship, like I said, make sure it's a circuit. It's a working circuit where as you plug in, you get that electricity back out so the electricity works. You have a flow of things.
That's the smartest thing I ever heard come out of Pierce's mouth.
Because if that's short-circuited and you aren't getting anything back, you got to replace that plug, bro. Replace it.
You got to find a different place to plug in.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got to find an outlet.
So here's the key to love. Treat it like an electricity or like an electrician. I can't talk today. God bless everyone. Now, what would you like to end with? Look to the camera.
No, I'm gonna look at the wall. I would like to thank Pierce and Mike for letting me be here today.
Thank you so much for being here. It was an honor to have you here.
And I had fun doing this, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
I hope our viewers learned a lot too.
Yeah, I hope they learned a lot from you, especially Dr. Love. Dr. Love, right here.
Dr. Love, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Love. Okay, so you want to close out?
Yep. Well, that's it for us. I'm Mike.
I'm Pierce.
And we'll see you guys next week. Oh, but first, hold on. Maybe you should just do this first. I forgot this. Next week, or before next week, we're gonna have a little contest. We'll update you guys on it. We're gonna have a fan fiction drawing of me and Pierce for the PM Late Night Vlog.
Definitely.
The winner will win a gift card to Chipotle. Because who doesn't like Chipotle? Come on.
Who doesn't like
Chipotle? Chipotle is the bomb.
Yeah.
So send in your artwork to either me or Pierce, email or through Facebook, and we'll have the winner by our next cast.
Yeah, but make sure you send them in. Send it through Facebook, email, like you said. Don't be shy. I know it's crazy. You know, not everybody's an artist. I mean, me.
Do the best you can.
I mean,
I'm not. I mean, even I may be an artist, but I know that some things I draw are pretty bad too. But still, put the effort in. Show us how much you appreciate us doing the show through your fan art. And if we like what we see,
we'll gladly give you the gift card.
We'll give you the gift card. I mean, it's a win-win situation. Because if you end up doing it, we might show your stuff online. We might show you your work.
We'll show it, and then and it doesn't even have to be that good. Like if it just is purely funny, we'll give it to you because it's
sure. But we want to see that people participate in it because we want you, the viewer, to be in the show as well. Because this show is not possible without you, the viewer. Because honestly, we're just blowing hot air if we aren't having viewers. You know, that's the thing. Basically,
So we'll let you guys know in the days to come how that's going to develop. And but a $10 gift certificate to Chipotle provided by the PM Late Night Vlog. So that's it for us. I'm Mike.
I'm Pierce.
I'm Dr. Love.
That was perfect.
We'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Okay, take care, guys.